What's going on? It's Alfie, founder of masterthemixing.com. Today I just want to talk briefly about some of the benefits and the necessities of having beats that are well mixed, mastered correctly, that have the professional sound, and that are just the best that they can be, because it's so important, especially in this day and age, to be standing out as a producer. Why? Because there's millions of us nowadays. I mean, we're literally everywhere. I mean, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, no matter where you go, SoundClick, the numbers of producers are growing exponentially, and the amount of growth is growing each year. And that's because we have the best market. I mean, honestly, we do the best thing. We make a living. Those of us that do make a living doing the best thing ever made, and that's music. We get to spend time on the daily, or however often you make beats, or however often you mix or do whatever you do. You get to do that, and it's something that you love. It's something you enjoy. I actually feel bad for people that aren't producers, that don't have the producer, just the determination, the producer love, because they don't know what they're missing out on. But you actually, you're one of the lucky chosen ones, because there's something unique about the producer population. There's something different about you, that you're able to sit down for extended periods of time. You won't need no food, no water, but you're good because you've got your MIDI keyboard, you've got an idea, or you're just ready to play around, and that's for you. That's enough. Like, you just love music so much that you get joy from just doing that. You see, so this is one of those crafts that is becoming more and more popular as the years go on. It's easier to get started than it was back in the day when I got started. So that the barriers to entry have gone down. So of course with that, there's going to be plenty more producers that are trying to step in and, become the next Metro Boomin, or the next Keith, or the next whoever, because it's to them, they just feel like they can. Now, the reason why all of this is important for you specifically is because you don't want to be drowned out in the vastly growing sea of producers. You don't want to drown. Yeah. It's getting harder and harder to find a voice. That's not just for producers. That's for any content creator. That's for any artist. That's for any podcast person. That's for anyone. It's getting harder to have a lane for yourself, have a voice, be known, and to stand out. Now, to do that as a producer nowadays, the stakes are up. The stakes are higher, because it's like a minimum requirement for you to have an expertly mixed beat. That's just the beginning. That's just the beginning of what you need to have in this day and age to be able to stand out, get deals, sell tons of beats, and just be established, just be known, just to start have your, to have your own sound, like to be known as a standalone producer and not just a beat maker of the generation. To actually be a somebody, the very basic you need to have is expert mixing ability and expertly mixed beats. Because as soon as a label owner or a head of A&R, executive VP, executive senior vice president of A&R, any one of those positions happens to come across you, all they're gonna do is listen for 10 seconds, maybe even, that's probably even generous. They'll give you 5 seconds to listen to whatever they've come across. And if it doesn't straight away hit that level of professionalism, that level of just good music that they're used to hearing, they're going to straight away just discount you to be one of the newbies of the generation. And you don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that. So again, just to outline, it's so important nowadays to have your beats well mixed, and there's more benefits to it than just standing out. You'll sell more beats, likely to get more placements, likely to get more recognition. The better you are at mixing is the more you start to create your own sound, because you understand the concepts of certain things. You have more ideas when you're making the beats, because you're already thinking afterhand of the mixing process, and it prevents you from making well, I won't say mistakes, because music's subjective and there's no rules, but it prevents you from maybe overcrowding a beat at a point, or maybe adding an instrument that you once would have added, but now you realize it's doing too much, it's taken away from the beauty of the beat, and just stuff like that. So again, it's so important, to have well mixed beats, right? Now, I just want to take this time to segue into the course that I offer at masterthemixing.com, Beat Mixing Secrets. I've mentioned it in some of the other tutorial videos that I've done. Honestly, mate, when I say the course is everything, it's everything. If I could have found the course when I first got started and was trying to read all of these different mixing books that are outdated, and all of these videos that are, they just skim the truth and they leave out secret tricks and stuff like that. If I just would have had this course, the Beat Mixing Secrets, I would have paid anything for it. Honestly, I would have paid anything for it, to save the time and just to be able to get my beats to the level that I just feel professional. Like it gives you confidence. The course gives you confidence. Imagine walking around feeling like, at any minute, if any given moment right now, if the biggest A&R, if the biggest label wanted to ask me to listen to 2 of my best beats, I'll feel confident to send it to them. I feel like, like this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for you to ask me to hear this right now, because I know it's ready. I know this is some of the best work that you've heard this whole week. Yeah, that's the sort of confidence that an amazing mix can give you. And I'm telling you, learning the ropes and learning it quickly to really improve your beats, to really step up your game, to really level up your producer career, Beat Mixing Secrets is the course that you need to download. The link for it will be in the description of this video, by the way. But please do watch this video to the end, because I'm really diving deep here. I'm really diving deep here into just, the psychologies of being a producer, and just, mindset and just stuff like that. But again, just to quickly finish off, go and get it. Simply put, go and get it. Right? Like after this video, go and get the Beat Mixing Secrets, because it's different. It's a different kind of course, man. And you need this. Like, you need to improve your beats. Like, well, not you need to improve your beats, but that your beats can always be better. And that goes for me. That goes for everyone. That goes for every producer in the world. It could always be better. But when you're grinding in the beginning, especially, or when you haven't really set a name out for yourself, or when you're not where you'd like to be currently in your producer career, one of the big pillars you got to look towards is the mixing of your beats. And like I said in the beginning, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but what's important is important. If you're not standing out in this day and age, you're just going to drown. There's so much of us. There's so many of me and you right now. These producers. There's so many self-proclaimed producers and beat makers. There's just too many. All right, so you got to be doing everything you can today to really make this dream work. To make this dream work, like I know you want to make this dream work, you really got to be doing everything you can today, right? To position yourself as somebody different, as somebody more supreme, as a prodigy. You need to separate yourself. Go and get that course. Here are some of the benefits of the course that you'll be receiving. You get 28 step-by-step videos. Look how in depth that is. Every aspect of mixing that you could ever think that you need to learn will be there. You'll have it. You'll have your own personal little encyclopedia just ready. Detailed videos. There's no speeding through. Everything's explained properly, so that it's not just a copy and paste sort of mentality. You actually understand why you would or would not do everything that you're going to learn, and you take that with you as you go forward. And the best part about it is that you have it forever. It will always be there. You'll always have it. Like, even if you forget certain things as you go, or you go and you improve vastly, and you come back and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about this, and then it improves even more. It's like a multiplier. So you definitely want to have that there. You know, you don't want to sleep on it, and you don't want to procrastinate. You don't want to procrastinate, because honestly, I'm very close to raising the price soon, because I just feel like it's such a great deal, and it's such a great deal, and you know, I don't want you to have to pay an arm and a leg, because you know, I've been there. You know, like I'm not trying to make it crazy expensive, even though it should be, even though it would still be worth it, at a very expensive price. I'm not trying to do that to you right now. You know, I'm not trying to do that. For not for too much longer, at least, because like I said, this big wave of producers, I'm not trying to make it that, you know, the undeserving are getting it, or the, you know, the ones that aren't really, you know, they're not, this isn't their passion, you know, they don't think about this all day, like this isn't what they love. I don't, you know, I don't want it for them, I want it for you. Yeah, I want it for you because I know you're serious. And another thing, I'll say this in closing, another thing is that after learning, you could even make money by mixing and mastering other producers' beats and instrumentals. You know, so it gives you a whole nother avenue. It gives you a whole nother aspect of music to look at. It's always good to have more than one revenue stream, and it's even better to have multiple revenue streams within the same topic that you love. You know, so you have an increased beat sales from the improvement in the quality of your beats, and then, you know, you have producers reaching out to you asking how you got certain things to sound like certain things, and then, you know, you'll hit them with the, all right, well, you know, I can do this for you, 3 beats for 100, blah blah, 3 beats for 200, blah blah, you know, and you're making money, and as you're doing that, you're spreading your name. And producers will spread producers' names as well. If anything, producers are probably better at spreading producers' name than artists are. You know, so never discount producers as your market as well. You know, but again, all of this comes down to you getting that course in this description underneath the video, Beat Mixing Secrets, and it comes down to you remembering how important in this day and age it is for you to not only have great beats, but expertly mixed beats, and to possess the skills and the knowledge and the know-how to mix greatly and expertly as you go forward. Peace.